So, last meeting, we had, motoy ko na to, no? We always start with F equals MA. And we revise the system by just imposing the conditions on the force. Okay? So, katong previous meeting, we have the force equals constant, which actually leads to constant acceleration. Now, we still, today, we're still going to explore the condition that still the net force, F net, is constant. But we are going into 2 dimensions. Okay? When we say F is equal to constant in 2 dimensions, that means that, okay, we will set the other, what we're going to do is set the other coordinates as no force at all, and the other coordinates with a constant force. Pwede na siya that you have X and Y, right? Constant force here and constant net force here. The net force is somewhere dire, di ba? Sa vector. It could be that. Okay, F net could be this constantly on this direction. Now, this case, we will know that you will find out that the force, the acceleration is constant in both axes. Okay? But, of course, this is just, again, a linear motion, just like what we discussed last time, only rotated. So, we will not be dealing with this one because when we rotate the axis to that one, to this direction of the force, we will obtain exactly the same equation. So, this is the same exactly as the previous example, okay? Because there's no bias. When this is constant in that direction, so it seems that, it's the only thing that matters. That direction is the only thing that matters. Okay? What we are going to explore now is on the condition that Fx is, the net force of this one is 0. And on Fy, the net force, sum and sum. This is the net force, right? On Fy is constant. Okay? And so again, this one will generate the same equation last time, di ba? But only this time is along y. So what is our equation here? Summation of forces along y, the net force, this is MA. Okay? And of course, let's say that our A here is G. But we will have a force that's always directed downward. And this force is, we call now mg, which is the weight of the object. Okay? So that the net force along y will be negative mg, right? And this is equal to m dv over dt. As you can see, it's just the same. You have this equals dv over dt. What's the difference? In the previous last meeting, the difference was that our A was A naught, right? But now, our A is minus G. So, this will produce the same solution. So, I will no longer solve this one. That means that on Y, only we are going to replace the A. What was our equation? X minus X naught equals X naught. This was VT plus 1/2 AT squared. This was the constant acceleration, no? So, X minus X naught equals, saan siya? V naught T, this is V plus V naught over 2 times time, and then V is equal to V naught plus AT, and 2AX minus X naught equals V squared minus V naught squared. Now, what would happen to this equation if we replace A by minus G? And of course, since we are in Y, we will just be replacing X by Y. So, having this replacement, setting X equals Y, and X naught just equals Y naught, and of course, A equals minus G, this equation now becomes Y minus Y naught, and okay, y minus y naught equals v naught t. This now becomes minus 1/2 gt squared. But what is g here? This is negative 9.8 meters per second squared. So we have now a value. Unlike last time that a is any constant a, this time our a is always fixed and it's negative. It's always going downward. Okay? And this is actually due to this one, to the force that's always acting downward. Okay? And of course, this one, y minus y naught equals v plus v naught over 2 times t. And this is v equals v naught minus gt. And 2g y minus y naught. Now, since there's a negative here, I will observe the negative on the other side. So this now becomes v squared minus v naught squared. Okay? So that is now our equation. Okay? So I will no longer show it to you the derivation because it's just the same. Only we have this change of variable. Okay? Now, how about on x? Here we have this leads to the equation dvx over dt equals 0. So what is that vx of t? This is certainly vx of t, right? We have now, okay, we have to label now, we have to do the labeling. Because we are in 2 dimensions, we have to change now the labeling. So this is, let's call this VOY and this is VOY, VOY, BY, VOY, BY. Okay? In order to emphasize duha ka buok. Yes. Ayan, ingon ako no, absorb the negative on the other side. So this is VO, thank you. VOY minus BY squared. Final, initial minus final. Because of the negative na siya. There's a negative G, diba? I absorb the negative here. Okay? So, and then there's this labeling, relabeling of the velocities to emphasize that because we are now in 2 dimensions. There is Vx and there's Vy. So here, we want actually to obtain Vx of t, or which is just equal to, we want to obtain Vx of t, which is just Vx, right? Just like Vy here is Vy of t. Now, of course, it's easy to see here that what is that function of t when you differentiate, you have a 0. You have 0. That would be constant. That means that that means that Vx of t is just equal to some constant. Any constant. We don't know that constant. But again, to solve the constant, okay, we will be needing the initial data, right? The initial condition. Of course, this is giving the same initial conditions, no? Katong ano gyapon. And solving this one will also need initial conditions. In fact, the initial conditions converted the indefinite integral into a definite integral, tama? And then when you integrate now, the constant will vanish. Because as you substitute the limit, and you subtract the final minus the initial, what happens to the constant? It becomes 0, right? And that's actually the second fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay? But in fact, bisan pag dili to siya mahimong indefinite integral. Okay, I'll show you sa how, 'di ba? Suppose that we integrated we integrated dv equals integral of a dt. So you have now v plus c, right? Equals at plus c. But we can combine these two. V equals at plus c. Okay? Just c. A combination of this because it's just a constant. Okay? Now, this is now our v of t. Now, apply the condition. Diba? What was the condition? At v when at 0, at t equals 0, v is equal to v naught. So, substitute. V of 0 is equal to a times 0 plus c equals V naught. So from here, you could see that V naught equals C, right? So whether we do the definite integral or the indefinite integral, basta when we apply the boundary conditions, it's just the same. Okay? You would see that, okay, we will obtain the same equation. Okay? So now here, we again solve that. Okay, of course, Vx of 0 is equal to V naught x, right? Vox. So from here, we can see that Vx of 0 equals C is just equal to Vox. That means that our solution is that Vx of t is just equal to Vox. It doesn't change. The initial is equal to the final. Tama? Okay? And again, since this is equal to dx over dt, if you integrate again, and of course, we also have at t equals 0, at t equals 0, x is equal to x naught. Okay? So this will, when you integrate this, what do you get? That is v naught x t plus c equals x plus c, right? Or you can integrate definitely, no, from 0 to t and v. Okay? So from here, applying that condition, x now, c now would be equal to, if you combine this 2c right here, and then just use the same c is just equal to x naught, right? So what is the equation? You have now x minus x naught equals v naught xt. So we have this, a constant, this is the equation for uniform motion. Okay? Constant for uniform motion. I mean, the equation for uniform motion. When we say uniform motion, uniform velocity motion, constant velocity motion. That means that on x, our velocity is constant. The x component of the velocity is constant. In general, our velocity is not constant, right? Okay? Now, what is our velocity, overall velocity vector? This must be equal to Vxi plus Vyj, right? Or V, or in functional form, V of t is equal to Vxt I plus Vytj. Okay? The combination of this. Now, in order to, let's analyze these conditions now. Okay? So, let's analyze now the physicality of this. We have x naught and we have y naught. Meaning that we have, y naught is actually what we call the initial height. Okay? And at this point right here, at t equals 0, it could have a velocity vector v naught. Okay, it's a velocity vector. Okay? Now, this one right here, okay, we can set x naught to be at 0. Meaning, we'll just assume that this is at 0. Okay, the y-axis and the x-axis. Okay? Now, what will be the motion? What will be the, we want to calculate, what would be now the equation? What is the path? What is the trajectory? Well, we already know the trajectory, tama? What is the trajectory? We already have x and y of t. What is x of t? X of t is just equal to, if setting x naught, so this is just v naught x t, right? And y of t is just equal to y naught plus v naught y t minus 1/2 gt squared. We have this trajectory. And together, our r of t is just equal to x of t I plus y of t j. As I've said, this is the parametric equation, tama? So at some time t, this is your r, tama? And this one is y of, this height right here is what we call y of t, and this displacement here is x of t, assuming that x naught is 0. Tama? And of course, here, this is the vector at t equals 0. Tama? And notice at t equals 0, x naught, this is just purely y naught. Tama? So it's purely paana, ang position vector. Now, as the particle moves in that curve, okay, this vector changes. Okay? Nasabtan ninyo? Okay. Now, let's reduce the given. Because we have v naught, usually we know this one, the direction. We know the vector v naught. Okay? What we want now is express this v naught x and v naught y in terms of v naught. Okay? What we will do is use this angle with the horizontal. So from here, we can clearly see that in this case, this is our, kanisha is our v naught x, and this one right here is our v naught y. Tama? Right? You have this triangle. I-blow up na ko This is v naught vector. And you have v naught x and v naught y. And this is angle theta. And of course, it's easy to see that v naught x is equal to v naught cosine of theta. This is v naught sine of theta. That means in our initial information, instead of knowing v naught x and v naught y, what we want to know is v naught and the angle with the horizontal. Okay? From that, we can get v naught x and v naught y. Okay? So, here, what would be our equation? This will just be replaced by v naught sine theta minus t minus 1/2 gt squared. And this one would be v naught cosine theta t. Okay? So, this two forms our trajectory vector. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay. So, nasabtan. Klaro ra. Okay. Now, grabe piti eh. Piti ka. Okay. Okay, asa na ganit ko? We have this. Now, this is traveling in a curve, tama? Okay, we don't know that curve yet. Okay? Now, okay, balik sa so analysis on this one. Y naught is the initial height. Y of t or y, I just emphasize it to be a function of t, but in books usually you will just see y. Okay, but of course that means that is a function of time because it changes, right? From this one, y is equal to y of t. It is the height from the ground. What is y minus y naught? Y minus y naught now is the difference. This one right here is y minus y naught. The height that you have, it's the height relative to it's the height at any time t relative, measured from the height that it was released. Okay? As measured from the height that it was released. Now, of course, as you can see here, y minus y naught can be either positive or negative. So, physically, a positive y minus y naught, meaning that at that time, at that instant, the particle, the object is above the level it was thrown. Tama? Okay, positive man siya. Now, if y minus y naught is negative, what do you get? It's below, right? When y is equal to 0, meaning that's the ground. So the ground is, this ground right here is y is equal to 0. We are evaluating, when we set y equal to 0, we are evaluating at the ground. Okay? Sabtan. Okay. So, to make sense of this, I'd like to have this example. Okay? A particle, so as you can see, the mass did not appear in our kinematic equation. So, regardless of the mass, when you observe this? Regardless of the mass, it will follow the same curve, right? It's independent of the mass, whether light or heavy. Okay, wala man igawas ang mass, right? When a variable does not appear in the equation, meaning that the dynamics is independent of that. So heavy or light, okay, they will trace the same trajectory. Okay? So here a particle is fired with an initial velocity of 50 meters per second na lang at an angle of 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Okay, question 1. How high does the particle climb after 5 seconds? This is number 1. Number 2 is how long until the particle is until the particle returns to the level it was released or it was fired. Number 3, what time it takes for the particle to reach uh, 30 meters above the level it was fired. And 4, same lang gihapon, but this is below. Okay, the difference is below the level it was fired. Okay, so let's analyze this scenario. Okay, a particle is fired with an initial angle. So the initial firing angle was V naught was 50 meters per second with an angle of 60 degrees. Okay? And okay. First is how high does the particle climb after 5 seconds? So after 5 seconds, where is the particle? It could be here, no? Well, we are just evaluating what, for number 1, what is being asked. Okay, first, the general given, the given. You have V naught to be 60 meters per second and theta as no, 50. This is 60 degrees. And of course, why not? Wala pa dahil. Kulangan dire. Ako lang, dungagan na lang. At an angle of, from a height of a 200-meter building. Okay. So y naught is 200 meters. Okay? Now for number 1, what is being asked? Y of t equals 5 seconds, right? So what are we given? Well, we can use just the first ikatong equation, right? Y minus y naught equals v naught sine theta t minus 1/2 gt squared. Of course, g is 9.8. So, this is y now is equal to, no, we are asked for y, right? Y at 5, meaning this is now, y is equal to y naught plus, so this is 200 plus, ilan siya? 50 sine of 60 degrees times time, which is 5 seconds, right? The units are compatible, so di na ko ganahan magbutang-butang units to shorten. Minus 1/2 times 9.8 times 5 squared. What is this in your calculator? Pila? Pila? 416? Ha? O, be sure na naka-degree na siya, ha? Inyong calculator. Pila? 94? 294. So you get 200, sure ne? 294.0 meters. So meaning, we can just actually, what is y minus y naught? That's just 94, right? It has climbed by 94 meters. But this is from the ground. Well, walay gisulti diri, di ba? After 5, how high does the particle climb? So, mura di siya, how high does the particle climb? Much better siguro. This is y minus y naught, tama? So, what is y minus y naught? Y minus y naught is just equal to 94.0 meters. Well, we can answer this in two ways, right? Measured from the ground and from the level it was released. Okay, so it depends on how you interpret it. Wala man siya giklaro. Yeah, we will do that later. Okay? Usaptan. Okay. So both of this can be an answer. Okay? It depends on how you interpret. This is from the ground. This is from the top of the building. Okay? How high? Where is your, sa imuhang basehan. Okay? And how about the second question? How long until the particle returns to the level it was fired? Okay. Meaning here, for number 2, the additional given is it will return to the level where it was fired. So, well, fire siya dire. This is the building. It could be, basta mubalik siya, right? We don't know yet the curvature, the curve. Let's just assume. Let's all assume nga mubalik siya diha. So, meaning here, we are evaluating, additional given is y is 200, right? Okay? Y is 200. So, this equation again, we will be using the same equation, right? Y minus y naught is 0, right? Because it's in the level nasa siya gi-fire. So, the equation now is 0 equals, we are asked for time, tama? We are asked for time when y is equal to 200. So, this is 0 equals, because y minus y naught is 0. And this is 50 sine of 60 minus 1 half. This is just 4.9, right? 4.9. This is t squared. T squared. Here, we have two solutions, right? Factor out na to. You have 0 equals 50 sine of 60 minus 4.9 t times t, right? If we factor this, clearly, the first solution is t equals 0, and the second solution is what? Well, t is equal to 550 sine 60 divided by 4.9. 50 times 60 divided by 4.9. Kila? Ha? 8.84. 8.84 seconds. So let's interpret this one. T equals 0 and t. Well, meaning that there are in coordinate time, there are two instances, because two solutions, where the height was 200. Of course, at t equals 0, it was 200, right? That's why we obtain t equals 0 as the first solution. We expect it to be a solution because y is 200 at t equals 0, where actually it appeared. And the second time is when it has reached this one. Okay? Now, what if we have three solutions? Well, we will be expecting cubic now, but here, we only have two possible solutions because we have a quadratic in time. In fact, in the yt axis, what do you get? Yt axis, you have a parabola, right? A parabola opening downward. But in the xt axis, you have a line. This is y, this is t, and this is y. This is x, and this is t. There are two spaces here. The yt space and the xt space. But this is not yet the physical space. The physical space is given by the vector r, which is xi plus yj. Okay, nasabtan ni siya? Okay, now let's solve number 3. Number 3 is, what's the additional given? Because in every question here, there's an additional given, right? And understood that question number 3 is not related to 1 and 2 unless specified otherwise. Okay. What time it takes for the particle to reach 30 meters above the level? So meaning, the additional given is y minus y not equals 30, right? Or y is equal to 230. Tama? So still, it's the same solution with 2. Okay? We are to solve for time, so we have the same with 2, only this is 30. So 30 equals, what's that to? 50 sine of 60t. Okay. 30 equals 50 sine 60. Ako nalibutan dito. Square root of 3 over 2, right? That's sine 60. Minus 4 this is t minus 4.9 t squared. So we have to solve this using quadratic formula. So you have the equation 4.9 t squared minus, itong balindere, 25 square root of 3 plus 30 equals 0, right? Solve this using, this is t right here. Square root of 3, t, plus 30 equals 0. Now, solve for t using your calculator. There's an equation solver, di ba? Dapat kabalo na mo ana. Oh, karang uban dira ang walay calcu. Oh, next time pagdala mo calcu dira ha. Kay para magsabay pud mo ba og solve ba? Unsa man? 8.08 and 0.76. Now, let's interpret these two solutions. Now, as I've said, this is the building. It was fired. The path could be like this, meaning that there are two instances when this is 30. Meaning here is, because dibalik siya, right? So there are two instances that it's actually 30 meters above. And this one, when the first thing happened, that is 0.76. Right? It has just traveled, nakuha ninyo? It has just moved by 30 in terms of height. And the second one, iana siya, and then ibalik siya dire, still that's 30. And we obtained that. That's how powerful these equations are. Okay? Sabtan ninyo? Okay. That's why we have two solutions for time. Okay, now, how about for number 4? Number 4 is negative, meaning y minus y naught is negative 30. So, same equation, this is negative 30, but our quadratic equation is 4.9 t squared minus 25 square root of 3 t minus 30 equals 0. What's the solution? Ha? 9.5 and negative 9.5. T is equal to 9.5 seconds and negative 65 seconds. Now, in many books, you are asked to neglect the negative. Well, we can actually neglect the negative, but the question is, how do we interpret this negative solution? What is the... Because this is not explained in books. Okay, if you go to books, the negative, I don't know if there's a book that explains this one, but I haven't seen any. But most of them will just say, if there's any, I don't know, I have not read it, but the books will just say that neglect the negative time. And of course, for practical, we neglect the negative time. But is there a physics to the negative time here? Now, let's interpret that negative time. Okay, but before that, let's add a question. How long until the part... Asan ako ibutang? Ako na erase dire, di ba? Ako na erase, no? Number 5. How long until the particle touches the ground? Okay? Touches the ground, meaning it hits the ground. Okay? Or hits the ground. Meaning here, number 5, y equals 0, implying y minus y naught is negative 200, right? So what is our equation? It's just the same, right? 4.9 t squared minus 25 square root of 3 t minus 200, tama? Equals 0. And t here would be, okay.
Next one is
12.19 seconds and negative 35 seconds. Let's now get this curve. What is the equation of that? The algebraic equation of that curve. Okay? Well, we can do that by what we want is, di ba, monayin ko na ako, if we get, because from the physics, we obtain a parametrized solution. Tama? The parametric equations. From the parametric equations, can we obtain the algebraic form? And the answer is yes. And it's easy. Because we have we have y of t is equal to y naught plus v naught sine theta t minus 1/2 gt squared, and x of t is equal to v naught cosine of theta t. From here, we express t in terms of x. So t is equal to x over v naught cosine of theta. So we substitute. So we now have y of x, right? And this is now an algebraic equation. Okay? And this is now y naught plus v naught sine theta times x over v naught cosine theta minus 1/2 g times x squared over v naught squared cosine squared theta. And this one cancels out, and you get now y naught plus tangent theta times x. So y of x is equal to tangent theta minus 1/2 g over v naught squared cosine squared theta x squared. So we have an equation, the algebraic equation of this curve is y of x equals minus 1/2 g over v naught squared cosine squared theta, sakto ba? Times x squared plus tangent theta times x plus y naught. This is a parabola. We have now seen that this is a parabola in x whose y-intercept is y naught. Tama? It started right here and it's opening downward. So, paano na siya? We now want to find the vertex, which is actually the maximum height. What is the vertex of the parabola? The vertex of the parabola is when, for ax squared plus bx plus c equals y, the vertex is when x is at minus b over 2a. Tama? Taking the derivative and setting it to 0. Why is that? Because the vertex is where the slope is 0. Tama? At the highest point, the slope is 0. That means you take y prime. What is y prime? This is 2ax plus b. And set this to be 0 because the slope at this point is 0. So from here, we obtain that x is equal to minus b over 2a. That means now that the vertex of this occurs when x is equal to, what's b? Minus tangent. Right? Minus tangent theta over 2a. What's 2a? Agoy. 2a, so that would be g times, g times v naught squared cosine squared theta over g. This is sine over cosine, di ba? Sine theta over cosine theta. So mag-cancel. This is now, we get now, this is minus, no, it becomes positive because it's negative, tama? So this is v naught squared sine theta cosine theta over g. Now let's tandaan nato ni. Meaning this is x. We can call this the x when you reach the maximum height, and this is that x. All we need actually is v naught, and we don't even need the time. Automatically, once we know v naught and the initial angle, we don't need the time when nga moabot siya dire. Nakuha? We can solve for that x, right? How about the y? Okay, substitute this sa kaning equation. Let's do that. Okay, kapuya eh. Y of when x is equal to that, okay, let's just call this xh, no? xm na lang. Y of xm, This is now the maximum height, but this is measured from the ground. Nakuha? This is as measured from the ground. So, this is, asa na ta? Okay, this is minus 1/2 G over V naught squared cosine squared theta times okay, may mong V naught 4, tama? Right? X squared man. Sine squared theta cosine squared theta over G squared, right? Plus tangent theta, sine theta cos na lang, sine theta over cosine theta times V naught squared sine theta cosine theta over G plus Y naught. And I'll erase this. Okay, how do we simplify this? Okay, cancel, mahimong squared, cancel. So, and then this one, mahimong squared, cancel ang cosine. And then we have, well, it's the same, right? Plus, so mahimong, this is now V naught squared sine theta over 2G plus Y naught. That is now our YM, the maximum height. This is the vertex of the parabola, right? The negative is 1/2 ang good ni. And then this is 1, right? Okay? But there's another way. This is the mathematical way. We use pure mathematics, analytic geometry to derive that. We can do this one also using physics. Kapit na. Ulat na, gutom na. Mista man good may good. Wala akong masakop. Okay? We could use physics to derive the maximum height. What we obtain here is the coordinates of YM. Okay? This is 1/2, negative 1/2. This is 1, tama? Murag na kay minus 1/2 A plus A. This is A. Diba? This is sine squared over G. And then negative 1/2. Okay. Now, let's derive this maximum height using physics. And para makita ninyo because this is not done in books. Okay? Unang-unta, dagan akong subscribers no because dagan kayo gina-present sa akong lessons manggod nga wala, dili niyo makita sa ano. And I make my own problems. Sanang problems ako lang, buhat-buhat. Okay? So, yeah, that's the reason for our subscribers, that's the reason to subscribe and to wait for more videos. Okay? Bitaw, dagan yung mga akong way of explaining. Kani akong gibuhat karon sa inyo from FM Call SMA. You cannot see this in books nga ani nga presentation. I started with this padulong ana because I use a first principle based nga derivation. So again, to those who are watching this video, there's more reason to subscribe in this channel. Okay. Joke lang. Okay, now let's use physics. What happens at maximum height? Okay, using physics now. Using physics. What happens at maximum height? At max height, as soon as the projectile reaches that one, notice that the velocity along x is constant, but the velocity along y is not. First, it moves paana, but since the acceleration is going down, the last time I pointed out to you, what happens when V naught and A has an opposite sign? They have opposite signs. A will decrease the velocity, the initial velocity, right? So, una-una, paana siya dito, dahil until such time that it will go down, start to go down. But before it will start to go down, it becomes 0, right? So the velocity along y, meaning at max height, the velocity is equal to 0. Okay? Vy, at that point, it's 0. Before sa mo negative, hindi mo na pwede nga positive mo, diretso og negative. Okay? At maximum height, di ba? Okay? It was pass kayo siya, and then it will slowly decrease in velocity, muhinay, and then at the time, mo stop, and then ayaha siya mo, balik. So, since Vy is equal to V naught minus GT, from here, T now is equal to what? V naught over G. This is the time it takes to reach maximum height. The time it takes to reach from this point to that point. Okay, sorry, this is nice sine theta, no? So, V naught sine theta over G. Okay? Masabtan ninyo? That's the time it takes to reach maximum height, and then it will go down. Now, let's solve the y for this one. What is the maximum height for y? This is y is equal to y naught. What was y? Y naught plus V naught sine theta times t. This is now, we are evaluating now. So, this is now ym, right? We are evaluating at t equals this. So, V naught sine theta over g minus 1/2 g times V naught sine, this is squared over g squared. Okay. So, this becomes V naught squared sine squared. And this is V naught squared sine squared over g. So, this minus this is just 1/2, right? So, you get now y naught plus V naught squared sine squared theta over 2g, which is the same. But this is using purely the physical intuition. And we obtain the same thing. Nasabtan ninyo? Okay? Okay. Now, let's look at the time to reach this one right here. What is the time to go back? Well, it's just twice of this. Okay? No. This is twice of this, meaning that the particle will go back to the level it was fired. Tama? If positive ang initial angle, it will go back to this point right here. Okay? Now, let's calculate that, meaning the time to reach this point is just t times twice of this, right? Because a parabola is symmetric. So, twice of that, so you have now 2v naught sine theta over g. Okay? Now, what is this x? This is x is pag-abot dire, di ba? Now, let's calculate this x right here. It's just twice of this. Tama? So, we call this xr, which is 2, because mo man itong x dire, tama? So, this x right here is just twice of that. So, this. We call this the range. That is the range. Mubalik siya asa siya gi-fire. This is the range, r. So, this is now our r. Let's calculate r using this. This is our time. So, what is our x? Usa na tong x na to. X is, again, v naught cosine theta t, which is v naught cosine theta times what? Twice of that. 2 v naught sine theta over g. And you get the same, right? 2 v naught squared sine theta cosine theta. Di ba nag-agree sila? Right? Nag-agree, tama? This is the time it takes para mubalik siya. This was, how did we get this? We obtained this using the first derivative. Purely calculus. This is the solution. And then get twice na to have that. It's just symmetric. But this one is obtained using purely physics, physical intuition. And they agree. And they should agree. Okay? Now, what's the maximum angle that give us the maximum range? So, R now is, okay, we know that this identity, sine of 2 theta equals 2 sine theta cosine of theta. So let's replace this by, this now becomes b naught squared sine of 2 theta over g. Now the sine angle will give us the maximum value of 1 and the minimum value of negative, well, just 0 to 1, absolute value. Dito lang ta. The maximum is 1 and the minimum is 0 for absolute value. That means that R is maximum when what? Sine of 2 theta equals 1. Or this implies when you solve this one, that means 2 theta is equal to what? Pi over 2, so that the maximum, the angle that will give us the greatest reach, if you're talking about the range, is when theta is equal to pi over 4 or 45 degrees. Okay? Nasabtan ninyo? So it's quite heavy atong na ano-ano, no? Pero balikan lang ninyo sa video. Tanawin ninyo, i-detail gid ninyo sa video. Okay? So you can post a video. Dili man ko dili ko ninyo. You can ask questions here. Okay? Pagkuan mo nang dapat maminaw gid mo.